Welcome, Amino. Waiting for the live class. Thank you very much, Amino. A quick look at US30. Thank you. Matukuti, yellow sir. Thank you very much. Andy, good afternoon. Richie, good morning. Thank you very much for joining the live session. And I appreciate your support to this channel. Thanks for all of that. Just give a thumbs up, guys, before I begin this live session, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So we have started another trading week. Today is first day of trading day. Tomorrow coming up quite a few high impact news, including gold, that means the dollar, and GBP pairs news coming tomorrow. So in this live session, we will be looking to find the best trade possible in the market. Now, before I begin this live session, guys and girls, give a thumbs up and let me know if you are here. Say yes so that I can start today's session with whichever one giving the best trading opportunity. Good morning. Thank you, Tony. Good morning. Pele, good morning. Thank you, Pele. Good morning again. Blessing Coach. Thank you very much. Hello, Coach. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks for that. Kia, good morning. Further, yes, thank you very much. Okay, so I will first begin with Gbpusd, and then I will be also looking at gold to see how the market is forming. Starting with the Gbpusd, with the market open, we have seen that there was a massive drop on Gbpusd. This is almost 100 pip drop on GJ. Now, if we look at this market on Gbpusd back to back, how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of massive drop on GJ. Now, with this drop, the price started to move to this liquidity zone. So we will be looking at one by one full multi-time frame analysis to see where the market might be heading. So looking at the monthly chart on Gbpusd to see how the price is heading. This is the monthly candlestick pattern on GJ. What do we see? That this is the monthly. Previous months is a huge bullish candle. There was a bullish engulfer followed by another monthly bullish candle. Now this month we have seen that initially the price has bounced to the upside to this level, and from that zone we have seen that the price had a initial drop. Now at this point, with this drop on GJ, as this price is approached a very important level of resistance, what I think that this current monthly candle, because back to back 2 months bullish, this month we might see that again the price might come back down for a deeper pullback. Now that pullback could lead this price to certain level, and I think that if we look at the higher time frame, this is the monthly support level here, and with that monthly support, we'll be waiting for the price to drop, break the low, and then to bounce back to the upside to create a new higher high. So at this point, we can see that the price failed to create a higher high. So you might see that it's coming back down again to create a new lower low, depending on how the price action we see on the lower time frame. Now looking at the daily chart, weekly chart, we can see this is the weekly candle where from this resistance there is a huge middleman formation from the weekly with a gap opening here. So this is the gap opening on today is the first day of trading week, and we saw that there was a massive gap opening here. That gap opening might give a big momentum on Gbpusd. Now this is the From the weekly move, what I see that, guys and girls, you can see that this is a very strong uptrending market structure. And as this price has got a rejection from the top, if you look at here, there is a head and shoulder. You might see on the lower time frame that head and shoulder, so that might give GJ a bit more stronger momentum. And I think that this could be the support level that GJ will try to retest before bouncing back to the upside. And there is a weekly gap open here on Gbpsd, and with that gap open, we will be waiting for that price to give us that entry opportunity. Now looking at the daily chart, we can see that there is a gap opening on the daily, that we can see a bit more clearly that gap. And with this 5 days of drop on Gbpsd, currently today we saw the market open with a gap again, and from that level we might see that GJ is dropping down, breaking that low to create a new lower low. Now looking at the intraday chart on GJ, we can see that from the lower time frame here, as you can see, the price is maintaining series of lower high. Okay, every session there is a series of lower high, and there is a liquidity gap here, big drop, bearish engulfer drop, and we can see currently the price coming up for a pullback. We'll be waiting for GJ to bounce back to that liquidity zone and then to drop back again, as we have seen that this is the daily resistance level where there's a gap opening, and this is where bearish engulfer, a narrow doji, and I will be waiting on GJ to bounce back to the upside to grab the liquidity and then to drop back down to create a new lower low. So looking at the 15-minute chart here, we can see that on the lower time frame from 15 minutes there is we have seen a huge drop from here. As with the progression of the session, we saw this drop. You can see again the price is bouncing back to the upside as this market is trending to the downside. This is the level that we can look at today. If we see with the New York session progression a significant bounce, we can look for selling opportunity on Gbpsd. And let's find out where is the next opportunity for us. This is the 1 hour candle, expecting it to go back up to break this high. Okay, so if we look at the 189 level, this is the daily, also the daily level, daily resistance. Any retest of that daily resistance can give us that potential selling. As the market already has dropped, we will be waiting for a pullback and then to give us another entry opportunity. Let's see how the market is doing, and based on that we will be looking for entry on Gbpsd. Let's see, and this is the resistance level, as you can see. Okay, so this is the resistance level on GJ. The price was respecting this resistance here. There is a drop and then resistance here, drop, resistance here, big drop, and then resistance here, drop. So every time whenever the price is heading to that resistance level, we see that there is a potential drop, and I will be waiting on GJ to bounce back up to that resistance and then to drop back down to create a new lower low. So these are some of the levels that you will be looking at, especially you see this zone here, which is the daily liquidity zone, along with the resistance is where the intraday resistance level. So we will be looking at that. So this is the intraday resistance level on Gbpsd that we will be looking to enter any position here. Okay, so if we see the market has gone up has given us that suitable entry opportunity. Guys, hope that you had a very good trading day. Let me know how are you doing today with your trade, and I will appreciate your support to the channel if you give a thumbs up. Okay, so we see this bounce, which is necessary for us to see that Gbpusd is going back up to some of the important liquidity zone for another entry opportunity in the upcoming session. So we will be waiting to see how price is reacting to that level, and especially the 4 hour. If you look at, there is a rejection from the top, from the bottom, and 37 minutes later this candle is going to close. So let's see how the price is going up, and then we will be looking for that entry opportunity on GJ. Is there any daylight changes in your zone? I hope that the timing is, because in my zone is still the same timing. Guys, do you see any change in my live session? Probably your daylight, anywhere the timing changes in your time zone. So while we see that AUD USD had a huge rejection here as well from the top, was running a trade on AUD USD. So I was running a trade on AUD USD, so I'm gonna close it. So now with that on Gbpusd, we will be waiting for that price to retest, and in the meantime we will be looking at also gold to see how the price is doing at the moment. So let's quickly look at gold also to see how the price is doing, and then we'll be looking at also the Gbpusd and other pairs. Ready to learn? Thank you very much. Yes, Hassan, thank you. Chogus, hello sir, if my strategy is time based, does DST affect my execution? What do you mean by DST? Thank you, Yusuf. Good morning. Very quick Monday. Yeah. Yes. Daylight changed in Canada East. Okay. Time has changed in the US. Okay. So you came earlier. Okay. I see that. I moved ahead one east. Okay. So here also will be moved in the so it's March, April, yeah, in a month. Yeah, the live was later in the morning. Okay. Pacific time changes. Yes, in NYC we are 1 hour ahead. Okay, so you guys have got an hour ahead. So you know, I hope that this time is suitable for you, is okay for you to follow along. Okay, so on GJ we have seen that move. Okay, so we will be waiting for the price to go ahead and retest, and then we will be looking to enter while we are leaving that Gbpusd is here. So let's quickly look at gold. Now let's see what kind of price action gold is forming. As the first day of trading week, we have seen that gold is so far in a completely sideways. So I will be now doing a complete multi-time frame analysis on gold to see how the price is doing. Now looking at the daily chart, as you can see, why am I looking at the daily, guys? Because it's very important to know that what time frame you will be looking at. Now when I sit down on my trading desk every day, the first thing that I do is looking at the higher time frame. Okay, though I am not trading on the daily, some people trade on the daily, that's fine. It takes a bit longer to hit the profit target, but if you are trading on a bigger fund, daily time frame is very reliable. But when you look at the daily chart, it's really very clear to see key levels, the direction of the trend. Guys, do you have any difficulty in understanding the key level, mirror level, and other levels that you need to look at, especially key level and mirror level? Have you got any idea about the I know that many of you have heard of probably the key level, but mirror level. So if you haven't heard about the mirror level, that I can discuss on that, let me know. So mirror level is very powerful. Okay, so let me know. Have you heard of the mirror level before? Good evening, sir. So you are at 8 a.m. not 7 a.m. Okay. So hope that this time finds you well. So if yes, we had a time change yesterday. I was confused and thought I woke up late and I missed a Zoom class. Okay, so sorry to hear that, but yeah, the Zoom class was recorded and posted. Yeah, sometime it puzzles. This happened to me, the same thing long ago. When that daylight changes, I wake up and I was supposed to go to work. I had an important meeting, and then I saw that, oh shit, I missed that meeting. It was a very important meeting, just to see that actually I'm just the daylight changes, so it happens. Yeah, good afternoon. So please $yen. Yeah, thank you. Hello coach, where do you send out your signal? Juno. So I send out the signals when I am not on live. Even when I'm on the live, there is a VIP Telegram channel. So if you have joined our academy in mentorship program, then you should find a link to join that VIP Telegram channel. So in that VIP Telegram channel, all my trade that I open, I do share in the VIP Telegram channel. So if you have joined us in our academy to be part of, then you should have a link, because in that channel I post all the trades with entry, stop loss, and take profit. Early today we had a trade on JPY that has given us some profit, and also I personally opened another trade, a USD. For those who were copying my account should have seen some profit on that one as well. But basically, yeah, so let me know if you have joined but you don't have the link, then I can guide you from here, or you can use the website live chat. So if you haven't joined, also you can consider it. We have few spots left to join, where you know that I'm guiding the whole academy, whole team to the profitability. This is the main goal here in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Past week we had an incredible week. Here you need to know that learning risk management, becoming profitable is easy, guys. It's not hard. Becoming profitable is easy. The only thing that you need to make sure is that you know the foundation. What is the foundation? Risk management, how to calculate the lot sizes, and how to do the risk management, and that's it. Okay, the rest is here. All the information on how to do the risk management how to calculate the lot sizes also available on your courses. So for those who join the course, everything is given there. Here is, you can become and learn and grow with us as a trader. So make sure that you take the full advantage. If you have joined our academy, log into the dashboard and go through everything that you have. Okay, so middle level. Okay, so probably mirror level. So we will be discussing on that. Mirror level, we will be discussing on that. Blessing coach, I am having problem making the high and low of the day on the chart. Can you explain how and the why of the levels, please? Okay, we'll be discussing on that. Sir, no sir, thank you. I don't know what you think about. Okay, so probably my pronunciation sometimes keeps a bit like that. So what I said is the mirror level I will be discussing. Okay, so mirror level, it's very powerful. Yes, I recently joined, but I have been a little busy to attend class. Okay, so all right, the classes should be, you can find the recorded version. So this is what the best thing of being in the academy. Everything is in your time. So if you have a job or anything like that, there is everything available for you to go through it later. Or even the trade, that I share all my trade signals, all my trade with entry, stop loss and take profit, but only for limited numbers who are in the academy and can't open the trade, depending on circumstance, not for all, but for limited numbers. I can give my account link to copy directly from my account. So in that way, if you think that you are missing out the trade, also you can get a copy from me, the trade that I am opening, but it's optional. Depending on your situation, I can give that to you. Never had a little. Okay, found the link from the website, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, so in that case, okay, you got it, I got it. So you need to if anyone joined, but in case you missed the link or link expired, you can email, just quickly email, and you'll find immediate response with the link. So you can email at Forex tradingwizard.com, info@forextradingwizard.com. That's the email that you can just flick an email and we'll be sending you to the link. Afternoon, thank you very much, Tarek JJ. Yeah, we will be looking at that. So let's quickly, we have looked at JJ. It's now pushing high for a pullback. And in the meantime, now I will be looking at gold, and then also we'll be discussing about the mirror level, how you can mirror it. Now, before we go to that, guys, I see that the view and the likes is 1/5. Would you mind give a thumbs up? That's much appreciated. Thank you for that. So now let's quickly look at the mirror level, how it gold analysis, and then we'll go to the mirror level. So first of all, gold, as first day of trading week, we can see that with the market open from here, a huge bounce on gold. Now this bounce is quite significant, as you can see with this from this level, with that bounce. This is the daily candle here. So far the price tested the high. Now as you can see from this level, from this daily chart, one most important conclusion that you need to understand is that this market is a long-term bullish market. Okay, so how do you know a market is a long-term bullish or bearish? Is from the market structure. Now looking at the daily chart, we can see that there is a very clean inverted head and shoulder. Okay? And after this inverted head and shoulder, the market has crossed this doji, back to back 2 dojis here, and then closed as a bullish engulfer. Okay, and then the market has huge bounce to the upside. Now if you look at this market after this kind of bounce, most trader will get a trap here, is that okay, the thinking has to be different, especially if you want to be a profitable trader, guys. Standing out is the key, all right, because you know that 90% retail trader lose their account money, so only 10% make money. 1 out of 10 makes money. And do you believe that you are 1 out of 10? Then you need to think differently. What that different? 9 thinks that the price is at the top, made enough move, now it should drop, so let's sell. But as being 1, you need to think the other way around. How do you think the other way around? By training your brain to understand the trend. So if you look at this market on gold, and what do you see here? It's a very vertical move, right? So how do you train your brain to think that the market will go up? By asking, we discussed in the previous session also, by asking a very fundamental question: who is in control? Okay, so that's the one that you need to ask, rather than looking at pin bar or top or bottom. Think of who is in control. And when you ask this question, who is in control, what will happen is that instead of anything, you started to think in terms of winner, or who is having more stronger dominance in that zone of the market. Okay, so imagine that they are wrestling, as I mentioned in our previous session. According to Marcus Aurelius, a good life is not dancing but wrestling. So sometimes it associated with that. It's the way it is, isn't it? So if you look at this market, think in terms of wrestling. So let's say all those green are green team and all those red are red team. So who is winner? And those who will be winner, the market will move in that direction. Now then, will you be buying? Not yet, because we need from the directional perspective, we know that this market will be buying. Now where we will be buying, we need to see the law is broken. So what is the law? What is going up is likely to go up. That's the law of trading. So when you see the law is broken, that's where you will be catching the trade. Okay, so something like this is the law, that the price was maintaining this series of higher low in an uptrending market. So this daily support is absolutely important. And if you see the market is breaking that low, instead of going short, we will be going long after price action confirmation. Now if you look at the intraday perspective, here is we see that the zone that we see the market is trying to revert back in that direction, and that's where we see there is a consolidation pattern. From the 15 minutes, you see there's a huge long consolidation, and that consolidation is a sign that the market slowly getting a little bit of exhausted on the lower time frame. or a deeper drop. Now if I readjust this daily level based on the 1 hour candle, this is the level that I will be looking at. From this to this is the daily support, is for the price to revisit and then to give us that entry opportunity, and that's what we will be looking to enter on a trade. And once we will find that, we will be jumping on the trade. Let me know, guys, and if you enjoyed this analysis, give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So if we find any trade for that, currently it's in a very narrow range, guys. As you can see, gold, it's in a very narrow range. It's a absolutely very narrow range. It's almost a 1 candle range, and when the price in such a range, do not trade, because if you trade this market, the only thing that you do is you will have a losing trade. So what we will be waiting for the market to break out and then to give us that entry. All right, now until it breaks out, we can focus on the learning side of it. So let's go to that mirror level. So what mirror level, right? So there is some kind of pronunciation difficulty comes. So if we look at the mirror level, so what is a mirror level? Let's look at that. Is anyone have heard of mirror level again? Let me see. Thank you very much, Sophie. Thumbs up, guys. Let's grow the account. Thank you very much, Sophie. Welcome. Brilliant. Started with entry point. Yeah. Alfred, thank you very much. Okay, now if we look at the mirror level, let me see if anyone coming up with any idea about the mirror level. Okay, so what is that mirror level? Let's find out. First of all, let's see when you see a market, let's say this one, trending, or somehow the market is moving like that, and then it form a key level, right? That we see that market has gone up, rejected multiple times, form a very important key level, right? Now once you see that key level, you identify that key level, you draw that key level. So key level means that the one that has respected in the past and had a very strong impact in the market, which is the key level. Now a key level will never be key. There will be some time it will be broken, okay, and violated. So once you see that key level is broken, move back up, or the price moved from that level, and you could see that it's just a false breakout and then revert back and then trending in the downside. So in that case, it's a false breakout, okay, but it could be a valid breakout. So if it is a valid breakout, then what will happen? Then you'll see the market will move up and then will come back down for a retest and then will move back up. So now this is where the mirror level, so it's just mirroring this part here, okay. So key level broken out when the market retested that level, which in fact turned to a mirror level. When it retested and has got a rejection, which is a mirror level. And the mirror level is very important because the same level acted here in the past as a resistance, which is turning here as a support and respected. And mirror level is also a powerful level where the smart money traders trade the market. Now let me show you a couple of examples of mirror level. Even with the in any time frame, in all time frame, you will find it. We look at the daily chart here. See that where is the mirror level. So from the daily, if you look at, you'll find this over and over again in the market. You see, all those are mirror level. So if you look at, this is a key level, okay, and in the past this acted here as a resistance. The price is broken out, has tested that key level, was acted here as a resistance, turned to support, and then you see this, the market has made a big move to the upside from this mirror level. So which is the key on understanding the mirror level. Now it can be in any time frame. So the stronger the key level, which when it acted here as a mirror level, which become also a very stronger. So looking at also the lower time frame, you can find those mirror level over and over again in the market. So that's the mirror level, and once you see the mirror level, you can, if you can identify it, you can trade with confidence with that mirror level. Hope that makes sense. Thank you. Never had a mirror level. Okay. Class is changing how I thought about trading principles. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's the main goal here, you know, is to completely, you know, help the trader to understand exactly how the real trading works, because it's very difficult to find a complete comprehensive trading education where you can learn exactly how to trade the market. And it's hard because, you know, everything here you can see in this academy, all the lessons that you can find on the website, including all the content on the channel, is from a very long experience, okay, from my own as well as from others. I begin my trading, when I begin my trading, I face exactly the same problem you guys in the beginning are facing. I believe that that's why this academy is created, because I know that what traders are struggling with. When I started my trading journey, you know, I didn't have any idea. Okay, so I went to a physical workshop um, in my area, and then, you know, I spent a lot of money just to learn nothing. Because physically, let's say now you know, when we have the social media, YouTube channel, everything, there is a lot of content available. Okay guys, so you might heard that, you know, free education doesn't work. Wrong. Free education work. This education that I'm, you know, giving here, we know that when you are joining the mentorship program, probably a little bit of charge on it, it's nothing in comparison with the value. The reason is, once if you know, pay a lot of money to learn trading, then you will understand that actually what is the value of this free education, unless someone experience it. So because when you go to this process, then you understand actually what the real trading is. See, look guys, if you wake up in the morning and then look into the window, you see a lot of things, right? Trees, birds, people are going, car, a vast things all around you. And it's very difficult for you sometimes to identify what it is if you are in a new place, right? But if you break them down, very minute scale, let's say go to the subatomic level, you can't find anything, right? It's nothing, just only energy. So it's only energy, one thing only, right? The energy. Even if you go to further, or if you break that to further minute scale, it's just nothing, right? Nothingness, void. So in trading, the simplest way, if you want to go through a lot of ways, Elliott wave theory, ICT, SMC, or you can go through all the indicators. There's a lot of stuff that you can go through, which is good. I have gone through. Without knowledge, nothing is possible. But once you go through all of them, you learn all of them, the real results come from the simplicity. You see, the professional trader who truly are confident in the market makes huge profit from the market. They use the simplest trading strategy. Okay, and that's why if you guys have joined the VIP Zoom class yesterday, I would recommend not to miss a single class. If you miss that VIP Zoom class, there is a recorded version given on the channel, on the VIP channel. You can find it. I would recommend you to watch that Zoom class full. I have explained how a strategy can be simple, and that's what you need, because our mind is not designed for multitasking. It is not designed for a lot of things to process at the same time. You see, imagine that, let's say a candle is closing on the 5 minutes or 15 minutes, right? If you're trading for some time, you know it very well. The candle is closing here. You will have maybe very sharp few seconds to make a decision about to go to this trade or no, take this trade or no, and how much information you can think of within this short period of time. And that's why traders lose money, because they don't have the right information. That's where I'm ensuring here that trader has enough information so that they can make an informed decision. But it's not that I can guarantee you that you can be profitable. It comes, but I can guarantee that what I know, I can distribute it to everyone. Okay guys, so make sure that you give a thumbs up. And also there's a free trading plan. Trading plan is key so that you can grow your account and become a profitable trader. There's a free trading plan. There's a free version of the trading plan you can find on the description of this video. So you can go to the description of this video and then download that free demo trading plan. I would recommend you to rewrite it for yourself, because when you rewrite it for yourself, there is a risk management component to it. There is a few components that will help you to understand and to stick to your plan, guys. Plan is very important. You see that Napoleon Hill also talks about in his book how to achieve something using a plan, which is very important, with a clear statement of where you want to go. Along with the plan, a simple plan will help you to see a clear direction which way you are heading. Hope that will be helpful. Make sure you can download it. You can download it for free. Just you need to go to the description of this video. So once you are on the description of the video, just download it and rewrite it for yourself. So then let's now look at we have seen that now gold it's in a very narrow range. I'll be waiting for that range to break, and then we can enter the trade once we find it. So Gbpusd and gold is currently, you can see GJ again from here. It's reverting back. So you see that here on GJ, from the long-term picture, it's now again trying to revert back in that direction. If you look at here, this is the 1 hour chart, and from the 1 hour perspective, Gbpusd is, after crossing this high again, it's returning back to the support level. So you can see, as I mentioned before in our previous live, also GJ is in a very strongly bearish market. So for our candle closing, as we see, the market from this level has got rejection. So there is a 4 hour candle closing, and let me look at all of them to see how the price is reacting to this. Aussie yen is, you can see, we discussed about our previous session, which is also coming down. AUD and ZD also dropping down. You can see that. So AUD USD, we have seen that AUD USD has grabbed liquidity. Also this one coming down here. CAD getting weaker. You saw that there is a CAD CHF 4 hour candle closed with a long wick doji. I'm just looking at all the pairs to see how the market is evolving. So Eurusdjpy also has formed downside price action. So finally we saw that there is a local breakdown on euro dollar. We look at the dollar CAD. So dollar CAD, for me there is a probability for an upside on dollar CAD. You can see this bullish engulfer has formed a very sharp rejection after multiple liquidity gap in that area. So dollar CAD will keep eye on dollar CAD to see how the market doing in that, while we can see that on gold is completely in a narrow range. We can't trade gold with this range at all, and that we will be narrowing down to the Gbpusd until we see the gold has broken down. So Gbpusd is still trending in that direction. So this is the 1 hour chart, a long bearish engulfer. So this is a smart money zone on Gbpusd. Okay, so we'll be waiting for JJ confirmation. I think that we might see an entry opportunity on Gbpusd as it has got a very sharp rejection from the top. Before even reaching there, we could see now potential downside on Gbpusd. Let's see how the market is evolving in that area. Mirror level, equilibrium, thank you. Key level, yes, very nice sir video, thank you. Channel tool, brother, thanks for suggesting me. Thank you. Do you do the red candle on 5:30 on the 15-minute chart as liquidity candle? Okay, so which one? Let me see. Do the red candle on 5:30. Do you look at a USD and USD? I will be looking at that. Good afternoon. So what do you mean by on gold? Do you do the red candle on 5:30 on the? I don't understand what you mean. Is FBG and smart money zone is the same? Okay, very important question. So FBG and smart money zone is the same. So basically FBG is imbalance from a smart money zone to where the price lastly visited. I will be explaining in depth on that. First, let's see if there is any trade on GJ, as we could see this market reverting in its major direction of the trend. So dollar CAD looks to me that we might find an entry on dollar CAD, as this market after multiple liquidity grab has got a bounce to the upside. So looking at all the JPY pairs to see. Okay, now gold is we see that from that level is coming down for melting in that direction. So here is what we see, that on gold we look at, you see after breaking that low it's again going back to the range. Okay, now GJ is I would like to see that it has got enough liquidity again from the top for this potential downside again on GBP and let's see. So I was looking at specific for okay, red candle is 11:30, isn't it? Okay, which instrument that you are looking at? Could you look at Euro USD? I will be looking at that. Okay, is FBG and the smart money zone is the same. So let's look at that point. So what is fair value gap and what is a smart money zone? Because when you look at that fair value gap and the smart money zone, what is the relationship? Let's look at that point, which is absolutely important to know that, because that's how you'll know exactly how the smart money is trading. Now you can get the full advantage of it. Before I go to that, guys, what I don't know why this happened. I'll just take a 30 seconds break, coming back, and then I'll be explaining in depth. Okay, so now GBPJPY basically from this level is just trying to revert back. It's a very strongly bearish market. Okay, so let's go to that point. What do you mean by the FVG and smart money area? So first of all, what is FVG denote the fair value gap, right? So what is a fair value gap is that everything is strive for balance, right? The market also strive for balance. The universe also strive for balance. Everything, the ultimate thinks that everything stripe is to go to a balancing point where it can take the highest potential. So if you look at the market, also strive for balance. Now when you see that, let's say the market is consolidating or forming a reversal pattern and then has got a bounce or a complete breakout, leaving a neckline which is previous supply area where smart money sold, has broken out. Now once the market has broken out with a very strong impulse, that means there's a huge buying happening in that zone, and as a rule of thumb it should come back down to retest this previous resistance turning support, which is the previous supply area, as a demand area, and then market should be moving up. But in practical, you'll see that in majority of the time it doesn't come to retest and it leave a gap in that area, which is here. Okay, it might be any few pip to 1 pip, 2 pip, to couple of pips, even big 100 pip. So which is a fair value gap. Okay, so that gap is an imbalance. Why? Because when there is a buyer, it has to be balanced by a seller. That's the balancing situation. So because here you see that, let's say here this candle is a buyer's candle, this is a seller's candle, so the market has come down, has balanced that. But in this zone where the buyers bought, okay, so if I tell you in practical, let's say Mr. X or Mrs. X, okay, has bought from here 100 lot. Now this capital, because there is a huge buying happening in that area, this is where the market will just keep pushing high, and that trades probably is still on the market making a huge profit, and that's the liquidity. Okay, and if you look at that zone where there is a liquidity in the market, that's where the market left an imbalance, and at some point you will see the market will move that way, creating series of higher high and higher low, but the price will finally, at some point you will see it will have a breakdown, and that time with the breakdown you will see the market at some point will break that fair value gap, will take that liquidity to balance that market. Okay, so this is where the fair value gap, and the smart money zone is this one. Okay, so this is the level where there is a smart money area, where the previous supply area turned to demand area, and this is the difference between the fair value gap and the smart money trading system. Hope that makes you sense, guys. Make sure that you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every single day. So now let's quickly going back to the gold again to see what's happening here. Now gold in that area, you can see it's in a locally downtrend, but at the same time not a very strong momentum in the market. If you look at, you can see that not a very strong momentum. So we could see that the market is So you can see there is some movement in the market. I'm just trying to figure out if there is any trading opportunity coming up. Okay, here after gathering the liquidity from here, it's now pushing high again in that direction. Now euro dollar has got finally has got a breakdown here. You can see that on euro dollar from this level, and it's a huge breakdown, and on the lower time frame, still not a big one on the higher time frame. Gbpusd in the same way. Gold also, gold is not breaking yet. We see that there is a sideways movement little bit on gold. Okay, it's fine. Dollar CAD looks like a nice buy up. Okay, so we'll be looking at that on my analyze Gbpusd, sir. Yeah, so you are looking at Gbpusd and also the dollar CAD. So dollar CAD looked to me that there was so there was a rejection here on dollar CAD, but we might see, because if you look at the intraday from the lower time frame on dollar CAD, because it has got a bounce, so if we see that it is forming a reversal on the lower time frame, we can look for entry. It might drop again to the liquidity zone, but if it shows again bullish pattern, then we can look for potential entry opportunity on dollar CAD. Okay, so let's now see what's happening with, okay, so gold again, you can see from this level it's bouncing back to the upside. And if we look at again dollar CAD, so a couple of pairs that currently showing a bit more strong momentum in the market. If we look at, especially you can see the euro dollar and dollar CAD is, so dollar CAD is dropping down in that direction. which is eventually here you can see back to back 2 dodges it has crossed. So we might see a bit more downside again, and then because it's a very vertical move, it might revert from at certain level. So we might find a potential buying on $CAD, but not now. It might just keep dropping. So we will see that once we can see the market, how the market might be doing in that area. So let's see now on GJ. Going back to the Gbpusd, we can see that the market on Gbpusd is bouncing back up again for a deeper pullback, and I will be waiting for any kind of entry in that area. So yeah, so breaking this high on GJ might give us potential price action. So you see that this is the 15-minute chart, back to back 3 candles. Again it's forming, this is a locally trying to bounce up, and so if Gbpusd, you can see that I have drawn this level here on 188.59. if it managed to break again, that might give us a big drop again on Gbpusd. So let's see how it goes. Francisco, coach, can you describe the SMC concept called the Forex daily cycle? So you're talking about the ICT concept. This is what we discussed about in my last week's video as well about that. So if we I will be discussing in depth on that. Definitely that's a huge thing to look at, because when you understand how the market moves based on timing. Now look, there is something that you cannot backtest, okay, which is what I say that this is what I called third dimensional or the fourth dimensional trading. So if you look at the candlestick pattern, that candlestick pattern, after it get closed, you don't know what happened during the lifetime of this candle. Okay, so let me give you, see, if you keep a lot of information, if you want to keep a lot of information on your head, and it's gonna be hard for you to ultimately figure out that which way the market will be heading. Okay, let's forget about everything, that London session, Asian session, New York session. Let me tell you something. This is the simplest way to understand. When a daily candle, let's say this is the daily candle, right? Now once the daily candle open, guys, are you paying attention? This will clarify everything. Now before I progress further, see that likes and view is almost half, less than half. Can you give a thumbs up? And if you haven't subscribed yet, that I would recommend. There is a lot of content will change the way you look at the market. Okay, now daily open, okay, daily candle open in the Asian session, and then in the next 2 hours the price didn't move much, for example, okay, or maybe in the next hour the price has moved a lot. Whatever happens on the daily, you see that if the price goes up, let's say bullish, has gone up that far, and then once it has gone far, when it will come back down, it will leave a long wick at the top. Okay, so this is the first thing that you need to look at. Now, when this move already happened well early before the candle close, then you need to look at how the market has moved so far. If you see that the ATR is very, very powerful to understand it. Now, if you see that, the price has moved more than 1.5 ATR already before the daily, well before the daily close, and then has come back down again to the daily support while the market is trending aggressively to the upside, and then you saw the lower time frame rejection from this support level, that's the trade that you need to look at. Okay, so regardless, because you can't, this is what happened if we look at, this is how our brain is trained to look for always, 2 plus 2 equal to 4. If you mix green and yellow, then what you're gonna get? I don't know, red. So you try to figure out two things and then try to combine it, find something else. So this is, but you can't figure it out in that way exactly, because if you, let's say if you define yourself when the market will on the Asian session will go to the Tokyo session, in London session it will come down for a liquidity graph from the Asian session, then you started to think that way. And the next trade, you'll, as soon as the market on the Asian session, you think that okay, it has come down for a liquidity grab, I know that the market will grab the liquidity, I'm gonna buy just to see the market is broken down and go on the other way. So that is why you need to apply your common sense and understand the trend. For example, if I go back to the gold chart here, okay, look at the gold chart here. Okay, so even it doesn't have to be the same daily candle. You see, gold chart, even without looking at it, you know that what level is the most important for you to trade on gold. This is the daily chart. You can see daily support, this is the daily resistance, and that levels are absolutely important to look at when you see the market is coming down to hit those levels with a huge long wick candle. So that's where the most important part, to look at what levels that you will be valuing, which has a high area of value, and you will be trading. Hope that makes sense, guys. Thank you. Yeah, Gbpusd, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. So let's now quickly look at again Gbpjpy. Looking at euro dollar as well. Gbpjpy, which is trying to revert back to the upside. Euro dollar is now from this level, it's now trying to trend back to the upside, and okay, now gold also has got a bounce, has broken all this high, So I'm looking at all of them to see if we are having any opportunity here. So dollar CAD, I saw that there was a bit more cleaner move, but it's still not showing a very strong rejection, which could be the other way around, which you could see again returning back to the support level. And with the dollar yen and GBP JPY. So GJ and gold, as we look at, we can expect now for this price to, this is the resistance level on GJ. You can see there's a near miss here. The price couldn't break that high. And now we see that the price, because it failed to create a higher high, we could see that GJ is dropping down, create a new lower low. I would like to see that the market has given us very good move. Now gold has a sudden breakout from this level with the New York session, and that breakout might give gold a bit more momentum to the upside. You can see after this 10 EMA retest on the intraday, gold has got a bounce to the upside from this level. So majority of the USD pairs, including GBP USD as well, we can see that there is a rejection. So dollar CAD, what happened? There is a initial rejection. Okay, dollar CAD now trying to form a doji in this time frame. So it's still not a very strong price action. Gold has got a big bounce from this level. So if you're running trades here on this one, Now so Gbpjpy still not showing that. We saw that after this breakdown pullback, but it's still in a very narrow range in that area. Gold is, after breaking that low from the 1 hour, has gone up, but this bounce on gold might lead that price again to drop back. This is the daily chart, and from the intraday, here is the liquidity zone. So because after this doji the market has got a bounce, it is absolutely important to see how far it is going. This is a bullish market, but I will still not be going long without proper drop. I think the market might range in that long term, but at the moment I will not be going long in this situation. Instead, we see that Aussie yen also bouncing back for a deeper pullback, including the AUD USD. So with that bounce on gold, as you can see, tomorrow there is a GBP news coming that will impact the gold also. So GBP news definitely will impact gold as well. So if we look at the GBP USD, so GBP USD, as tomorrow there is a news coming on GBP, we might see that GBP USD is grabbing the liquidity from the support. This is a very significant level of support on GBP USD, and it is a long-term bullish market. So any drop that we will be looking for entry opportunity for this potential bounce to the upside on GBP USD. See, call, thank you very much. Yep, thank you, coach, so much for all that you do for all of us. Thank you. You guys also doing a great job learning and growing. So as you can see, if we look at the news calendar here, let's look at the news calendar in the Forex Factory, which is the free website where you can learn that, can understand the news, you can know the calendar. So if you look at the Forex Factory, which is coming up tomorrow, 6 p.m. GBP news coming, and then core CPI. So tomorrow gonna be absolutely important day, guys, for GBP USD, for gold, and also so we'll be covering all those news tomorrow onward, and after tomorrow also news, and then Friday absolutely big Thursday, Friday, or every day there is a dollar news coming up. Today is a bit of sideways because of the market is preparing for that for that potential move coming up in the market, and we'll be waiting for a good entry point like we do every day. Today we had early today one trade on GJ, and also I personally opened one on AUD USD. both of them has given us some profit starting the week, and I will be looking forward to have some good trading opportunity coming the upcoming session, as I will be watching the price action for good move coming up. If not, then definitely we will be on it as tomorrow news coming up on Gbp and USD. So, and thank you for joining the live session, guys and girls, as we are waiting for the market to give us a bit stronger movement. While we saw there is a slower breakout on gold, is still a little bit in a sideway. So let's wait for the market to break out, and then we will be entering any trade coming along the way. So with that said, guys, I believe that you enjoyed this live session. If you enjoyed this live session, don't hesitate to like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. And I will be coming on live again tomorrow twice, so let's keep eye on that for the best trade possible in the market. And thanks for joining the live session. I will be ending the live at the moment for the next one preparing for. And in the meantime, also, if you want to join us to be part of our trading community in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, is absolutely, you are welcome. We have a couple of spots available at the moment to learn and grow as a trader. So you can find a link below this video in the description. If you have any question, you can ask the live agent. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon, guys, very soon, trading live together in this